Hola, guys. How are we doing? Hope we're good. Hope we're great. Um, hope we're having an amazing. We had an amazing week, right? Today is Friday, so it's the weekend, and the week is coming to a close. We've had an interesting week so far. So, if how's your week been, guys? Let me know. Let me know how's your week been. So, if you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on X, you're watching on Facebook, please share the live. If you're watching on X, please repost the live. If you're watching on YouTube, please share the live as well. Let's got more persons joining us tonight. Okay, Mrs. Inkesiobi Chibota, good evening, Shifu. So greetings as well. How are you doing, ma'am? Hope you're fine. Hope you're good. How is the family? Camnut Solution, GM Shifu, GM Camnut. Hope you're great. How's business and how's the Camnut Solution Enterprises been? Timothy, greetings as well. Hope you're good. Hope you're great. Hope you're having an amazing week so far. Timmy, good evening, Timmy. Greetings, Timmy. What's good? What's popping, Timmy? Munachi, Stella, how are you doing, Miss Munachi? Yeah, Stella, how are you? How have you been? How's your week, Stella? Hope you're great. You're looking good, Shifu. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. I think I went live on Monday. That is like the first live I was holding in a very long period, a long phase of time in the history of going of me going live. I think since because I haven't been live for about a month plus, so but I went live on Monday. So and I'm going live today. So today's like a sequel for Monday. Greetings to the Pathfinder. Greetings, Pineal Legend. How are you? Hope you are good. Hope you're great. Okay. How do I add this now? Okay. I'm having an issue trying to set this. We're starting in a second, guys. I'm just gonna be with you, guys. We're starting to today's session. So we're talking about the state of crypto 2026. 2026. 2026 is just right the corner already. It's just by the corner. In fact, 2026 is just tomorrow. 2026 is just tomorrow, guys. It's just tomorrow. Yeah, it's just tomorrow. We're not far from 2026 again. But what is funny is a lot of people do not know what is about to happen, what is meant for 2026. And it's gonna be crazy because a lot of people, whatever you think like people are lamenting over right now, is nothing compared to the lamentations. Let me use that word. The lamentation that is about to hit in 2026. In 2026, a lot of people are going to wish they never ever got involved in crypto in 2026. Majority of what's coming for 2026 is very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Right? But you are here because there is always a way with proofs when I say things regarding what should expect. I think if we recap from what the last time we had this session on Monday, a couple of things I said, a couple of things I talked about. It's guys, I'm trying to get something. Call me. The network is a bit slow for my liking from my end. popping up on you guys and those of you streaming, but on my end, it's not to my best. It is so difficult getting this control A, control C. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, guys, let's get started today. Let's get started today. So basically, I said a couple of things about the markets on Monday. We had an amazing time on Monday. I talked about the market, and I talked about the fact that a lot of people are not asking the right questions. A lot of people are concerned about, oh, the market is going down and stuff and all that. We looked at the state of where the market is and the fact that the market hasn't been there for a very long time, and also historical activities, right? We look at the history because history helps us to understand the now, right? What was, is, what is, shall be. The more things change, the more they tend to stay the same. So when we look at that, look at all these things put together, we get to understand what is next, right? So the question of will the market move up? So all these questions are irrelevant. They are not important right now. If you feel like the market is not going to move up and so you can sell up and get out of the market, that's up to you. But that is not the important question. The important question I stated is what should you be doing, right? What should you be doing? I think then I also suggested the idea of multiple income streams, right, within crypto. Like most people who you see, like myself, that are still living well, doing well, regardless of whatever is happening in the market, and just living their best life is because they've got multiple income streams, right? And I think I even offered giving like an info or sharing with a couple of persons who, like I said, you could reach out to me on the WhatsApp, and if you reach out to me, I will share you one of the opportunities which I believe has the least possible margin of entry. With those who have like within 5K, 10K, you can get involved with. So, and someone asked me, right? Someone asked me, Shifu, why did you not just post it publicly? Why didn't you post it publicly? And I said to the person is, number one, um, the way this world is designed most times, a lot of people are not designed to understand value when it's seen, right? When it's thrown. More so, I'm not getting anything. Even those who are reaching out to me, chatting me, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting any out of it. I'm not getting any form of benefit or whatever out of it as well, right? That so it's something you, if anyone who deeps dive, the few persons I've sent, right? Those who really look into it will be able to understand whatever it is in terms of the opportunity within it. And there are still those who may not even see how big or how great the opportunity is, but that is, they are not to be blamed. And the reason is because I always say a thing that when it comes to the ideology of this world, everybody can be rich, but not everybody will be rich. And the reason why not everybody will be rich is because not everyone is able to see things in the same way. The difference between the poor man, the rich man, the wealthy man is how they see things, how they see life, and how they respond to these things based on their thinking patterns. These three categories of people are entirely different set of people, right? And I always make a statement that the first way you know a man's time has come is that his eyes will be open. His eyes will be open to see things clearer in a way he has never seen before. His eyes will be open to see things deeper in a way he has never understood before. So the best you can ever do is to review what you want to reveal to a person. How far the person can see out of what is given to the person is determined by what we call the invisible force of nature, or what we refer to as Mother Earth, if Mother Earth has decided to bless the person or not, right? That's the same thing that goes on with every single thing, right? More so, the funny thing is, I think the second point I gave to the person was that the more persons you even get to get involved in whatever I'm sharing, the less rewards I'm going to get, right? The less earnings I'm going to get. So it's even better that it's just a few persons who are reaching out and I get to share with them. But that aside, like, we want to get into pay attention for next year. So someone requested last time about posting a link so they get direct access to the number they could reach out to me for. So I think if you click on this link, right, it should take you to the WhatsApp, right? I'm going to pin it on the screen. So it should take you to the WhatsApp and then state it specifically, right? For those of you who have like from 5K to 10K and so, to deploy into all the multiple streams of income. You state it specifically, and then I'm going to share it with you so you can set it up yourself and run it up for yourself. But now let's get into next year. A lot of people are not paying attention to next year, right? A lot of people are not paying attention to next year. Those who've been, either you've joined my physical sessions, you've been in my physical meetings in 2017, or you've been in any of the live streams over the years, you look at majority of the things I talked about or I said is going to happen in terms of the global scale of things financially, in the world of finance, as pertain cryptos, Web3, AI, the rest of them, every single one of them, we are seeing them playing out. Every single one of them, we are seeing them happen in real time. Whether it takes days before it happens, or weeks before it happens, or months before it happens, or even years before it happens, we are seeing them happen right now. And the most important of it of all started happening from 2024 into 2025 this year, which are the two critical years. I think in one of the Crypto Capital series sessions, I think sometime last year, I thought about is it called the theory of innovation diffusion theory, something like the law of diffusion innovation theory, the theory of diffusion innovation, in the sense of how innovation is diffused between four different categories of people. When an innovation comes into the world technologically, how it moves from this set of people who are from the early adopters to those who get in third ways, and then those who become like late bloomers and late categories. And we talked about each of these sectors. I did that last year. So if you go to finesse yourself with a lot of the content I did in Crypto Capital shows, you would have come across those teachings and all that as well. That is very, very prevalent because that is what is happening between 2024 and 2025. Why does it seem like it is harder now, right? Why is it harder now? And why is it like it's becoming extremely, extremely confusing for a lot of persons? Why is it like it's harder now and it's become extremely, extremely confusing for a lot of persons? It's because crypto is becoming a common knowledge. The more common knowledge crypto becomes, the harder it becomes, right? It's becoming a common knowledge. You know what we're shouting? The more we're shouting for adoption. But what people don't understand is that global adoption reduces the opportunity. The same way I'm talking about, okay, those who want to like make income, passive income, or get some kind of income in crypto without depending on whether a coin goes up or not, can reach out to me. And if those who have like that amount, minimum of 5K, 10K, can reach out and then show you how to deploy it in those things. That's the same way. I don't want everybody to know it, because if everybody knows it, what happens? My own earning drops. That's the same way too. The more everyone in crypto is getting involved, when I say we're onboarding new people, we're getting new people in crypto, the more common knowledge this becomes. When we talk about mainstream adoption, institutional adoption, the whole world accepting it, government accepting it, what it means is you have to know today, if you've known this before, that the government doesn't care about you. The government cares about its government, about its nation, about its policy, not about you, right? So what this means in real time, in real direct time, is crypto has become common knowledge, right? Everything I said between 2016 to date, we're seeing playing out. That is the same way. The way it was very easy in 2017 was so easy. 2020 to 2021 was so easy. But even the 2020 to 2021 was difficult for some persons. It wasn't as easy as 2017, and it wasn't as easy as 2017, right? As the years evolved, 2022 difficulty increased, 2023 difficulty increased, coming out to 2025 difficulty is increasing, and as the years evolve, difficulty increased. So if you're even unable to catch up now with all that is going on, you will never be able to catch up in the future. That is the truth. There is no two way around. You will just end up wasting your time within the space, within the industry. And you don't want to be on that side of things. That is why you're on this live stream. That's why you're hearing. That's why you need to make sure you're sharing the live stream and get people who need to hear this to gain wisdom, to gain foresight, to gain clarity that may be lacking. Right? Now, you can put it this way: $100 in 2017 is equivalent to like $1,000 in 2021. I'm not talking about the value as pertaining the whole world. No, I'm not talking about global economies now. We're talking about crypto, the space you're in, where we are involved in, right? $100 involved in 2017, invested in 2017, is equivalent to $1,000 invested in 2021. So that means the rate of difficulty increases by 1 to 10 in each circle, right? So someone who I knew someone who used $100. Not just someone, I knew so many people who used $100 and made 6 figures as of 2017, 2018. I knew so many of them, a lot of them that I'm still friends with till today. In the same way, by 2020, 2021, I also knew so many persons who used $1,000 to also make that same amount of money that someone used $100 to make in 2017. And now we are in a new circle. So this means, what this means is the equivalent of $100 then in 2017 is equivalent to $1,000 in 2021, which is now equivalent to $10,000, if not with $5,000 to $10,000 in this time we are in. In fact, $10,000 in this time. So someone put in like $5,000, $10,000 right now in an asset class can make as much as somebody who used $100 in 2017. This doesn't mean people won't put $100 and make money. People will put $100 and make money, but ask yourself, how many persons would make that money? How much is the best they can make? How many persons do you think is going to put $100 and make $1 million? How many persons do you think is going to put $1,000 and make $1 million right now? Be realistic to yourself. How many they are there? Out of 1,000 stories or testimonies you see on social media, maybe only 2 are real, or 5 are real, or 10 are real. The rest are just jargons. The rest are basically lies. Will there be opportunities? There are always opportunities. There will still be opportunities, right? So you could see someone take 100 to like 20, 30K, 40K, 50K, you will see that is rare. 1 in a million chances. And that is why a lot of people are not able to even go through all these chances. Every income stream I have right now that is generating money from various sectors within crypto, within the industry, within the space, is from like 10K above, 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, 100K. Right? That is why when you look at the one I shared, so I just said, if people who have like 5K, 10K, that's the only way you can make something meaningful. If not, you will not make it. You will just be playing. You know, when someone is like in how do you refer to it? People who are in like in a near success syndrome. Give me, I give you. Give. That's what a lot of people are doing in the crypto space right now. And this is not to discourage people who are low income, because a lot of people who are low income are still making a lot of money, and we've seen a lot of their testimonies. Some of the testimonies I share are people who are even low income trying to like break free. But if you really want to make it big, you just have to understand how people who are already doing it are making it. Sometimes from the people you look at who you see are doing so, why is it sometimes when they're capitalizing opportunities, they're buying in with a good size and they're making 2, 3, 4, 5x and they're out, and then somebody's waiting for a million x, he's stocked. And then you become okay. For example, I shared ORE. When I shared ORE, that was I think the last coin I shared. I said I didn't want to share at first, but I just felt compared because as I always do, I gave a forecast that Solana is going to run on it, but I believe that they're going to specific ones that are going to run on Solana, right? And then I shared this was something we got in on those are my one-on-one. But I said that okay, I'm going to still share that to everybody. I posted it on Telegram around $80. It rose from $80 to $500. There are so many persons who told me they bought at $80, who told me they bought at $70. When it rose to $500, I didn't hear from any of them again. I didn't get a DM from any of them again when it rose that amount. When it rose to that point, I didn't see a DM from any one of them again. However, there are those who, let's say someone who got in with $5,000 at $80, right? At $360 already, the person would have been up $15,000. At 440, with 420 to 440, the person is going to be up $20,000. Someone who got in with $100 and wants to make $10,000 would have to wait longer. Why? Because even as it crossed $500, it's now back down to like 100 and something. I think 160. Still like it's still like up 2x from when we got in, but it's still at 160 now or 200. I'm just using that as a base practical case study to show you why the leveling flow is different right now. Even when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to capitalizing on whatever is going on right now, if those who are serious, so there's some people who are not serious, and at the same time, you don't, like I said, you don't try to force people to see what could help them. You do that when maybe if you force people to help them when it seems like you're going to get a benefit, right? So when you know that you're not going to get a benefit, there's no forcing them. If they want to help themselves, let them help themselves. So when you know you're going to benefit, you can force people to help themselves, right? You don't have sense. You flog them on their head. You don't have to do this. This thing is going to help you. Do it. It's going to help you. Or when you know that you will not benefit, it's up to them. People want to take advantage. People you send to, will you capitalize on it or not? Or that is their business, right? So that is just how it is. That is the reason why some of the things I'm not even it especially when you know that whether people get involved or not, you're going to make your money. That is it. Now, knowing fully where there are some questions that are not relevant or important as well. Any run right now, any crypto run right now, altcoins are going to run, right? Altcoins are going to move aggressively. And I still saying the same thing I've said, I've been repeating over. It's going to move up so fast. and it's going to end so fast. It won't last 6 months. It won't last 7 months. It won't be. You won't have a very long rally. The rally we're going to have is going to be a very, very short rally. In fact, the whole structure of the crypto space is, we are what we call a foundation that's going to set the structure of the crypto space for the next 7 years. So we're talking about from now to 2032. From now to 2032, that's what we talk 7 years. For the next 7 years, the whole structure is being set between by 2026. 2026 is the structure being set, and whenever a structure is being set, what happens is like you have to dig deep. You have to dig deep. The global adoption structure, the global acceptance structure, the one world currency sort of movement is being established next year. Next year, we're going to see a lot of countries commercialize, legalize their digital currencies. And that is going to be the foundation. And when it's building foundation, what happens? Foundation of any structure, what happens? It goes down. It goes deep. So whatever we run right now that is going to happen is just going to be short span time. Coins will move up. A lot of people are down in their portfolios. Myself, I'm down badly in my portfolio as well. There are those that are doing portfolio management for that we're supposed to give some asset class to. We can't give yet because the whole market is down. Right? Will it pick up? Yes, it will pick up. Will money be made? Yes, money will be made. I don't want to even talk about dates and time. Maybe I just keep that for those on my one-on-one. Privately, I don't care about talking about dates and time in the public. I'm not being accoladed for that or gifted for that as well. But if you check the history, we've been more accurate than 99% of the people you've met online. We've been more accurate than a lot of them. Check to the YouTube channel. See how far back and far back and far back and far back I've been predicting with dates and time and date and time. If I decide not to do it now, that's not the end of the world. Whether you choose to believe it or not, that's up to you. What I know will happen, what I'm saying will happen, will still happen, regardless of your belief. But this is for those who really want to shift themselves to position rightly in this season. Shift themselves to position rightly in this period. This is for those set of people. Because when the rally begins and the fear and greed index begins to move to greed, and everything is up, money is being made. Some people are going to be expecting $1 million when they should have left at 500,000. Some people are going to be expecting $500,000 when they're supposed to have left at $200,000. And what is going to happen is that we're going to enter a dangerous bear market. A very dangerous bear market, one of the most terrible ever in crypto. A lot of people who you're referring to as idols now in crypto, they're going to be wrecked in 2026. A lot of people who you're respecting as idols, they'll be wrecked in 2026. Now, how much more the layperson? How much more the layman? Crypto is going to be one of the most underperforming sector. However, it is also going to make people money. And I'm going to explain. But a lot of people are going to wish that they never got involved in crypto in 2026. It's going to be bad in 2026. This doesn't have to be that. This has nothing to do with bull run, running, moving up, and all those things. What it's saying is, we get an odd season, and even if we get the odd season, coins go up and others as well. If your whole life, your whole crypto journey is dependent on crypto going up, you will regret it in 2026. I'll repeat, if your whole crypto investment journey is dependent on crypto moving up in 2026, you are going to regret it heavily. But there are people, regardless, who will still shine. There are people, regardless, who will still have a lot of benefits. There are people who will still make, because even look at the worst ratio some of the craziest nations ever. That a lot of things are going down. In the midst of everything, in the midst of any poverty, in the midst of any lack, there are people who are succeeding. So the problem is not just the economy per se, even if that is a problem. But the problem, it is a problem, not the problem. There are two different things. A problem means this is a sector, a list of different problems. The problem means there's something missing. That if one is able to fix this thing, it can change everything. Crypto is the only industry right now that gives that barrier of entry that is very easy for a layman's life to be changed. It still is, and it will still be even in 2026. But how? Remember, I said 2026 is going to be a foundation year. So money that is going to be made when the coins start to pick up, the market begins to move, and all those things put together, the rally comes in, money is being made. A lot of people are going to now be caught up in the loop because they think that it's going to like extend. It will not extend. It will not extend. When something ranges for too long, the intense movement is going to be very, very intense, very, very intense, so that there will not be room for a lot of people. And this is why. Imagine if everybody's getting involved in crypto. Everybody knows about crypto right now, and then everybody believes that in the next 1 week crypto is going to rally. Everybody knows crypto is going to rally. Then everybody is going to be rich. How many times in this world have you seen everybody become rich? How many is that? There's no industry, none in this whole world where they have at least 50% of the people in that industry is rich. There's no one. No one. At least 50% is rich. Even the Pareto principles. Whether it's the real estate or that a lot of people talk about, even in the real estate, there are people who are struggling in real estate to succeed in real estate. There are people who are crying bitterly in real estate. Businesses, so you're selling things, so you're selling cars, or you're selling manufacturing. There are people who are also failing in it. Name it, physical businesses, online businesses. Some industries, if they are very favorable, you see at least 30% are successful. 30% are successful. It's not a crypto thing. It's a global phenomenon. Anything you want to get involved in, there's only a certain percentage of people that are actually succeeding and scaling that thing. So if you're involved in anything, be it crypto, you have to tell yourself that, okay, I will be among those who are going to be successful in this thing. I'll be among those who are going to make money in this thing. So who will those set of people be? The principles are all there, right? I think maybe that is why I'm going to start having a wealth building series, right? Digital wealth building series. Digital wealth building series, because I think it's definitely what is going to be very, very helpful for a lot of people. Digital wealth building series, because it's going to open your eyes to a lot of things that a lot of people do not know of, that could constantly bring money to them, right? Constantly make income to them. Number one, it's well-trained traders. I'll just give 2 points, right? Or 3. And then probably in the next session, well-trained traders. Now, when I mean well-trained traders, are people who are, whether the market comes down or the market goes up, they are making money in either situation, regardless of the situation. Their income is not tied to coin moving up only. Their income is tied to the fact that a market exists, regardless of its volatility or its direction. I had already foreseen what is going to happen in 2026. That is why this year we launched the Forex Trading Network. And the Forex Trading Network is free. But guess what? How many persons are taking advantage of it despite the fact that it is free? Very, very few. The more you see, we have a buckload of. The other day we were talking about the Forex Trading Network. Some people drop comments on how much they've made since then. I think some people posted in the comment. And there's a lot of testimonies, right? A lot of testimonies from a lot of people out there. So many testimonies in terms of how the forex trading network has helped them and stuff, which we have not even posted. Sometimes I withhold my team from saying posting or not another, because not everybody's life is meant to, like I said, not everybody's life is going to change, even though everybody's life can change, because not everybody understands how to see opportunity, how to take opportunity, or what to do with opportunity. Because a lot of people are going to look for that next year. I mean, by the time they start looking for it, we'll put a big price tag on it, right? A good price tag on it. But now they are not seeing what Shifu are seeing or seeing ahead of time. Way, way, way ahead of time. Right? On the trades that are being given, trades that are being shared, those who are there are copying my trades for free. I'm making my money from my own trades. You join in, you copy the same trades, you make your money, because the market is a big place, right? It's still free. It's running there for free. People join in, you copy your trades, you make money for yourself when you can. Right? In the sense we opened the forex trading network, there's no month we've closed in loss. There's no single month has been closed in loss. Every month is closed in profit. Every month is closed in profit. And you can even be there. Help yourself. But the question is, will you even be willing to help yourself? Will you be willing to help yourself? Right? People who really understand the art of trading is going to be helpful for them in 2026. And you don't need to know everything. You just need to know the basics. How to put in buy, how to put in sell, how to put in stop loss, how to risk, and you're good to go. Really, 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 really good to go. We're seeing a lot of young people's life are being changed. So many testimonies on social media right now out of it. It has always been like that. It's one of the avenues and vehicles of the decade. But will you hear? Will you know? There's a man. I'm not permitted to call his name. Right? He's based in one of the countries in Europe. He sends me money every month today. He's married with kids. He sends money every month today. He was a bank manager in Nigeria. I had a session. That was a physical session I had there, and this was so many years ago. And I didn't know that he took what I said very importantly, and then started learning. I know that after a while he resigned as well. He resigned. He left Nigeria, moved over to one of the countries in Europe with his family. He's bought a house of himself. He's doing so well today. Today he's still thanking me so much. And how we even met was, I think I bumped into him at the airport. Was it last year or so? That's where he met. And since then he's just been sending me money every single month just to thank me. I don't. And so the same thing. Number two, right? I said I'm just going to say two things. If you like, take it. If you like, don't take it. It's none of my business. It's up to you. Number two are people who have other income streams within crypto that is not dependent on crypto going up or not. For example, what I'm saying, like those who have like a 5K, 10K, I can show you something to do, right? It doesn't depend on if crypto goes up or not. Whether crypto goes up or not, it is not dependent on that. People who have other income streams like that are those that will not be stranded, and those that will not be messed up. They always have something to fall back on, because with that income they can exercise it in various ways. And over the week, I've been asking things like, if you click on the link that is pinned, there's a link that is pinned. You can type it, tinyurl.com/talk to Shifu here. When you click on that, it will take you directly to my WhatsApp, right? Those who have like 5K to 10K, you don't have to pay me anything. The same way the forex trading network, you're not paying anything, is free. That the same way what I said I'm sharing is also free. You are not paying anything. I will just forward the messages to you. You do it yourself, show you how to set it up, and run and make income for yourself. Make money for yourself, right? And it's as the market picks up, altcoins picks up, and a lot of you are starting making a whole lot of money. When I'm sure that a good number of people are making a certain figure of money, then I can now start sharing a lot of things in 2026 after alt season has given a lot of people certain, so people can like, okay, diversify in all those things and other. But for now, just you can take advantage of it, reach out, take advantage of these things, and help yourself, right? Because like as I'm saying it now, next year is not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny. And you want to make sure that you have your foundations in order. Have your foundations in order. Complaining will not cut it. Shouting will not cut it. Deciding to sell off will not cut it. Being to all these things will not cut it. They won't solve it. It's solutions, taking wise action steps for you to actually make the difference or not. There are people who will keep on roaming and they'll keep on playing around. It's up to them. There are some persons I forward, some person reached out, I forwarded the information to them and said, some will take it serious, some will not take it serious. Some will act on it, some will not act on it. But that is what boils down the result of people's life, right? The result of people's life, which cause those who the change will happen to them and those the change will not happen to. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. Your life is in your hands. It's not in the hands of any spiritual being or how some people refer to life, their hands, their life is it in God's hands or so. Your life is in your hands. What you choose to do or not do will determine the result of your life. So what are you doing right now is very, very important. You want to start putting yourself in order. I may not be able to say a lot of things, right? But if you gain the perspective of what I'm saying, especially from the second quarter. So the year divided to 4 quarters. The second quarter, the third quarter of next year, the fourth quarter of next year is going to be crazy. But this is the funny thing. Despite that it's going to be crazy, there will still be opportunities. Oh, there will be two kinds of opportunities in 2026. Two kinds of opportunities. One of the opportunities that will be in 2026 is that there will be random specific tokens and coins that will move up aggressively in the midst of whatever is going on. But this session is not for that. This session is not to talk about them, because it's like is with a bull's eye, trying to hit out of a million. That's not what we're talking about now. And two is those who have a long-term perspective for the next 5 years are those who really, really, really be so happy that their generation, their children will be settled in crypto. Everyone who is a father on this live stream, a mother on this live stream, thinking for their kids, what you should be thinking in 2026 is how to build an investment structure that will be what we call like a trust. Build a sort of trust fund, crypto-based trust fund for your kids. You see what Donald Trump of the US president is doing, right? He's not doing it for the next 2 days. They are not doing it. He's already a billionaire. What he's doing is a structure for the next 5 to 10 years. And that is what anybody who is a parent should be doing for their kids for the next 5 to 10 years. However, it is not immediately from next year. So what you want to do is take advantage of opportunities now. And then, even if there's a short season, there's a rally and all that, next year is strategic positioning. When you do strategic positioning, a lot of us may be doing a lot of bigger, different things, right? But we will still be doing a lot of strategic positioning, because some of the things people are saying, let me remove myself now. Some of the things some people are saying about certain specific coins that I may not even know of, some of the price points some people are giving that may not meet up now. We meet up in 2027. Some is 2028. Some in 2029. But what you do now is what will help you not to be exhausted by them. And the reason is because a lot of people start a crypto with us. Some of them have succeeded, a lot have not succeeded. A lot are, even 99.9%, as we've seen in the statistics, have chickened out. Why? Because of these experiences, because of everything that is going on. But if you understand what I'm saying right now, it will be an edge. That's why we're going to start a series that's going to be called the Digital Wealth Building Series. Digital Wealth Building Series. So I basically am going to take time to teach specifically on the principle of making wealth in a digital age through digital means. How am I building mine practically? How did I build from coming out from a poor family in a poor place in Nigeria to pushing myself to being in a first world country where I have my company running, my company registered, and creating businesses and job opportunities, even while giving value as well on the house of wealth, doing whatever I'm doing. How was I able to move from that point to this point? Because every major thing I have, every major degree I have, and mind you, if you do not know, at a time in my life, I had to leave the school. At a time in my life, I had to drop out and then get back into school. I dropped out because it was bad. I didn't have the finances. I was going through a lot of financial hell. So I couldn't. So I had to drop out and then went back to school again. And not that do I have a BSc degree now, I also have my master's degree, and not just one, two, three master's degrees, three different master's degrees, from some of the best places, three different master's degrees from three different countries. How was I able to do it? It was digital opportunities. It was digital opportunities. It was things like this. It's just like when you buy a coin. Buying a coin is like you buy land and you're waiting for the land to go up in value. But until that land goes up in value, you are not going to make anything. But when you explore digital opportunities within the crypto network itself, it rewards you. And the rewards it gives you helps you to be patient enough so you will not go and sell your land to go and chop food out of hunger. That is how I've got that. That's what has helped me to get to where I am. And it's the same thing every other person who is genuinely successful. The one I repeat, I say genuinely successful, not the one who are scamming to be successful or rogging people to be successful. The people who are doing it in the right way. That is how they get there. You can do that for yourself. Everything I'm doing this season or this period is to help you have that banking testimony, having that banking result, having that banking listen. Because at the end of the day, this changed life is what matters the most. Is what matters the most. I was talking to one of my closest friends, and I showed him that two persons gifted me landed properties on my birthday, and I showed them the documents, and they were surprised. But those two persons who gifted me those landed, two different persons. They don't know themselves from anywhere. Two different people in two different states in Nigeria that I may never get to physically go there. Obviously, well, I've got people who've gone there, picking the documents and all that as well, and have signed, right? I may not even physically get to go there. But it is because of the impact that has been done in those people's life through what I do. And that is what matters at the end of the day. The more people's life you change, the more quality people's life you change, the more result you get, the more favor you get as well. And the best thing I could do, the best gift I could do for anyone in this season is for you to have that bargain testimony, have the change life, make a lot of money over time, right? So for those of you who are reaching out, you can use the link. It should take you directly to the right number. I can't type the number because there's no way to copy out my WhatsApp, but you can reach out to me on WhatsApp. The link on the screen should take you directly to that WhatsApp, and just state it. If you have a portfolio strength of 5K to 20K, then you can set it up. I'll just forward you how you can set up one of the things I do and then run as well. And like I promised right now, we're going to have digital world building series. And this digital world building series, I'm going to teach a lot of things. So those who it matters still. We join in, we learn, we share this live stream links to people. Those it doesn't matter to, we abandon it, we overlook it, we not care about it. It's fine, like it's fine. Gone are the days whereby you're trying to convince persons or say it all depends on people seeing what it is to like really improve themselves now, having those means of income and being really established, really established. These are things I do. This is what I have been doing. This is me trying to say nobody comes out and say publicly that okay, these are the 5 extra hidden things I'm doing. No, no, even the biggest, richest people in the world, they don't do that. What they say to the public is what the public knows, right? That's why a lot of the things I do, I cannot talk about them publicly right now. Even this right now, I've said I'm going to send to a couple of persons. So those who reach out, who have like 5K to 10K, reach out. I'm going to send you. You can set it up yourself, run it up for yourself. I know that as well. So you can set it up, run it up yourself. And that's the funny thing. Someone told me among the 3 persons who I sent on Monday, somebody just told me that was yesterday or so that he discovered that somebody is charging $200 just to show people that same thing. And I was laughing. But it's okay, right? It's okay. I don't have a problem with it, right? But me, I'm giving it out for free. I'm sharing the information for free. But another person is already monetizing what I'm giving them for free. Someone is monetizing it already and they're charging $200. And a lot of people are paying. That's the crazy thing. A lot of people are paying for that. So the fact that I'm forwarding it and setting it for free, knowing fully that I'm not going to gain anything, it's the person. I believe the person has discovered that the only way he can gain is to actually charge people for it. I'm not charging anybody for it. As long as, but it just make sure it's those who have at least 5K to 10K should be the ones reach out. Afford, you can say that. I'm not charging, but someone is already charging people, which is one of the people I send. But I don't even have a problem with him. He's monetizing it. It's fine, right? It's capitalizing on it and all that put together. Congrats. But what matters is the only problem is if he's not taking advantage of it himself. You don't want to be the kind of person who you're bringing everybody on the bus and you're not making money for yourself. That will result in what we call the knowledgeable broke man. You do not want to be a knowledgeable broke person. You don't want to be a knowledgeable broke person at all. That's the worst state you can ever be. Who is a knowledgeable broke person? A person who is you're telling everybody to do something which you know is going to benefit them, is going to help them. Meanwhile, you are not helping yourself, right? That's the knowledgeable broke person. You're stuck. You do not want to be here. I know in one way or the other you'd have heard of that term, the term of a knowledgeable broke man. You do not want to be that knowledgeable broke man. I wish everybody the best. The next series, we're going to have a lot of series. I said I'm going to be very active this season, so there's some videos I'm going to be doing. I think I said I'm going to do video on some specific videos I'm going to do. That has to do with some crypto coins and some assets and some things that particularly we can do. I also said I'm supposed to have a private session with those in the bull run group, and then we're going to have a lot of that, right? Well, we'll start a series. The series is going to be specifically on digital wealth, building opportunities. I'm going to teach a lot of things that are going to fall into the category of people who are low earners, right? People within, let's say, $100 to that 5K range, and everything from like the 5K, like 50K. I'm going to teach a lot of things regarding that you could literally apply for yourself and like make some extra income and make some good reward for yourself. So there's a lot of valuable content that's going to be coming in this season, and you want to consume as much as you can. Join every live stream I'm doing right now so you can make the most of this season, this era, and especially in 2026. As a futurist, it is my duty to help bring you into the year ahead of the year so you won't experience the pain a lot of people are going to experience when the year comes. So you'll be fully insured. And the best form of insurance any man can have, anybody can have, the best form of insurance anybody can have is knowledge. Knowledge of the right things to do, knowledge of what could possibly happen, knowledge of how to protect yourself, knowledge of how to insure yourself, and knowledge of how to take the most chances so you have the greatest and the best benefit and edge in life over your competition. I wish everybody an amazing weekend, and I hope this gives you a lot of clarity regarding the state of crypto in 2026, what is expected within the second quarter, the third quarter, and the fourth quarter. right? And most likely we could start explaining that tip even in the first quarter, right? And I said I'm not really going to give data, and I'll just give those data and stuff. I'm keeping it for those in my one-on-one and stuff. I'm going to tell them specifically data. So, but like I said, that is not what is even relevant. Focus on what is relevant. Focus on what is important, and then let us be. You build from there. You build from there. You grow from there. You change your life. You have more reward. You have more testimonies, right? Those want to reach out. Those want me to share some of the things I do that could give you some extra income, right? You have from 5K to 10K. Reach out to me, and then I'm going to share to you. Reach out to me on WhatsApp specifically, not on Telegram, because I have impersonators on Telegram, so you want to be careful. I will never ask you for any money. I'm not charging you for anything. So if someone is asking you and charging you, then it's definitely not Shifu. Please be sure of that, right? I won't ask you for any investment. I want you for anything or all that. I don't do that. I have people in my private work management which we do that for. This is not. I don't do that for public, whatever. So be careful out there. But this should take you directly to the WhatsApp where you can. The link right now on the screen should take you directly to the WhatsApp where you can chat me, and then I'm going to forward the messages to you. You set up yourself, and then you make money for yourself. And let's just have an amazing Christmas, an amazing season, and also a very prosperous new year. A lot of the teachings I'm going to be doing, a lot of the values I'm going to be giving, sessions I'm going to put in, will be geared towards helping you have an edge. So by the time people will start complaining in 2026, you will not, it won't be heard in your mouth that you're complaining, because you will know when to get out of the market, you will know when to get back in, and you will have a lot of things giving you money even while the market is doing whatever it's doing. You'll be constantly earning. That is the goal. That is the goal. The goal is constant income and exponential wealth. And a lot of things I'm teaching this season is geared towards that for each and every one of you. Bye for now, everyone, and have a blessed, and amazing weekend. You can always, the video is left on the YouTube, so you can always like watch the replay and share